PVP Darkwraith17 once again. This is Royal Invasions 3. It's more Dark Souls, and we're invading in the Royal Wood. That transition there means it took me a while to find this guy, and here he is in the Coliseum. He's buffing what looks like a Zweihander, and he's immediately engaging me. I should have punished him just then with a backstab. He's got the magic weapon on it. Is he going to go for the spam? No, he's not. He's actually playing the Zwei quite well. Going for the roll attacks with the pokes. I have no idea if he's got the wolf ring on. Should have punished him then when he rolled. Could have got the backstab if I'd have been quicker. Right, then he goes for the poke again. Oh, punishes me there with an attack as I get him with a long one. And I know what he's doing with that, and I'm oh, right there. Shit. That doesn't make any sense, and it kind of sucks, but it's Dark Souls, and it's the type of stuff you have to put up with. So you've just got to grin and bear it, recover, and hopefully carry on and beat the guy you're up against. But as far as strength weapons go, the Zwei is a good weapon. It's just difficult to use if you're not used to it. Get a quick punish there after he does the poke, chipping him down. You'll notice there's a big difference between the damage he does and the damage I do. That is the thing though, I have the speed, he has the power. Right there, knew the poke was coming, goes for the second hit, miss him with the swipe just then. I should do more running attacks on this guy. When he's two-handing, he cannot parry me. Another poke, you can always see it coming when the player like this starts doing that. Should have punished it so many times, but I don't know why I didn't. Oh, went to get fancy, got punished myself, about to get killed. Ooh, he took that well. It's coming down to it here. Last moments of the fight. Go for the poke. Oh, miss poke. Fuck you, Phantom Range. Goodness me. What a waste of time. Good fight, though. Interesting fight, at least. Somebody using a strength weapon. This is me being invaded. As I've mentioned, this character does not have Calamite dead, so situations like this do arise where I get the most... I'm not going to say unpunctual, I'm not going to say disrespectful, but the invaders I get are not generally the best kind of players, and they're not generally the most chivalrous players, shall we say. And this is one of them right now. He's got a spear, he's got some pyromancies, he's turtling a little bit. He's probably going to get punished if he keeps doing it, and he's running away, which is even better, because I don't know what the fuck's wrong with him. I assume he can't win without his friends, so he's going to go and try and find a mob, and then he's going to come back. And one thing you'll learn about me, guys, if you invade me and you run away, I do not follow. I don't. I've got real good patience when it comes to invading on this game. The only time I ever follow people is when I know I can kill them, and that's when they're low life. And you'll notice, he comes back with an Evelyn, he's swapped his weapons up, and hopefully he'll be a bit more eager to fight. But lo and behold, he's running away. He's got so much confidence in his own ability to beat me that he has to pull mobs, and you know, not going to have any of that bullshit. That's not how I play. Stand down here expecting the plunge attack. It never comes because he's a fucking coward. There he is. And I'm probably going to backstab this guy if this continues. Yep, going for it. Can't quite get around him. If he'd start spamming the poke, oh, he bled. Bled big time. He's going to bleed again if he keeps turtling. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Ooh, he got away. Question is, will I let him get away so we can heal? Because that's what's coming. No, I won't. And I'm probably going to point him down, too. There you go, friend. You get my seal of approval for being a giant douchebag. But, another invasion. You'll notice because of him, I do not have any wrath for this next fight, which is not a bad thing, but it would definitely help. That right there, folks, is the biggest problem with pursuers. If the lag is different to the visuals, good luck rolling through it, because it's going to hit you every time. And a lot of people are probably thinking, why didn't I use the trees to block it? Why didn't I just evade it or time it out? I wanted to dodge it, and as you can see, it looks almost like it can't be dodged in this connection for whatever reason. And before anybody says anything along the lines of you don't know how to dodge it or anything like that, please look at my other videos. I have dodged pursuers a lot of times I'm very comfortable with pursuers. What I'm not comfortable with is lag and pursuers together. But that guy, he played a good fight, and he deserved to win. I don't think he was set up for the battle, but I'd lost so much life to the pursuers that I wasn't even preoccupied with the sword, because I'd pretty much lost at that point. But this looks like a guy playing around in stone giant armor. He's got the Great Lord Greatsword. I go for the setup parry. It doesn't work because this weapon's fast as shit. Get the parry. He's got lightning, so he's probably a high level. His stats are probably stretched very thin. And I remember this fight. There goes the Wog. There goes the second Wog. Is he going to do a third one? There goes the third Wog. Would have been a backstab. Oh, there's the fourth Wog. And this... Oh, fifth Wog. There we go. Drink every time he wogs, people, if you wanted an excuse to get some alcohol in your system. There's the heal. And I remember this fight because I sent him a message basically saying, in our next fight, if I meet you again, please try not to heal. Because I believe he bows at the end of this fight. And it's just one of those things, as soon as somebody heals, it puts me in such a bad mood, it really does. And I got stun-locked then. And it's one of those things where it's just... Get stun-locked again by fucking phantom range. And this sword. And that happens. And then I think he bows. I think he thinks he did something great. Yeah, he does. There you go, there's the bow. So I sent him a message. He completely took the meaning of the message to mean that I thought I should have won, which is never the case. It's just a case of, you healed, dude, you ruined the fight. From that moment on, it became more about who can heal the most, and it was just disappointing. And he turned it into me pretty much saying, you know, that he shouldn't have won, and he got all dickish about it. So I told him to fuck off. But this is another guy with the Silver Knight Spear. It seems to be quite a popular choice. This might actually be the guy who invaded me. And then ran away. I'm not too sure, though. And I don't really try to pass too much judgment, because I've got to the point on Dark Souls where I've pretty much seen everything at this point. And you expect it. You've got to come to expect it. That's getting punished. Oh, no, it's not. Too slow. Oh, here's a topic that I should probably mention. Has anybody seen the resurgence of the Darkwood Grain Ring? Because it's everywhere now. I don't know if there was a memo, I don't know if there was a Reddit post or any of the other forums that I don't look at, but a lot of people using Darkwood Grain Ring. A lot of people incredibly difficult to damage and incredibly difficult to chase at times. And I used to love that ring, I really did. But I loved it more because I enjoyed the flip and because I enjoyed the armor it let me wear. But it's one of those things where I think you've got to tailor your build to it now. You can't just throw it on any old build and it be that go-to solution. Because it was essentially FAP, Havels, and like Wolfring all combined. Oh, this guy doesn't know what Lloyd's talismans do either, but by God is he going to try and heal. This is amazing, this fight, actually, guys. Watch this. 3 times! 3 times he's tried, and it's not worked, and he still hasn't learnt. Now, what does he think he did? Did he think he strained his wrist when he tried to drink? Does he think... I don't get it. I really don't. These are the people that when they were kids, they tried to push the triangle in the circle hole, and it just wouldn't fit, but they just kept on pushing it until the parents took them away, because the fingers were bleeding from just trying to force it. Absolute clueless. And look at him go. Look at him go, man. But hopefully after this fight, he will understand what Lloyds do. And maybe it'll make him, you know, a better player in the long run when he fights somebody else and they throw a Lloyds at him. He'll use a humanity then instead. Or a divine, because generally if you see somebody in full Havels, they've probably got a stash of divines. Not this guy though. This guy's just playing the game. He's not looking to PvP, but he's not running away either, even though he kind of did a little bit. Ooh, if anybody remembers a video, this might be the video actually. I believe it is, yeah. I uploaded a video of a guy called something like LLG YOLO Swag 420. And it's the message I get from this guy when I sent him a rather funny message myself. Actually, this might be our first fight, because this guy invaded me twice. The second time, he ran away and pulled mobs. First time, he's trying to do the exact same thing. And like I say, I don't have anything to do with that bullshit, because it's just not how I play. So, I get a little sneaky on him. And I stand with my back to him, but obviously the camera's rotated. He doesn't know this. He should know this, because he's obviously not, you know, just fell off the boat. And I'm just going to bleed him. Just going to completely overwhelm him. And he can go for his parries all he wants, but it's too late, because he's just lost 1,500 life and he's achieved nothing. And there comes out the black flame, and he's going to spam it, because it's the only hope he's got, and he's dead. Fuck you, good night. Here comes some emoticon spam him, some gesture spam. That is the first fight before the one I uploaded a couple of weeks back. So if anybody's wondering why the second fight was so much more delicious, it's because of the first fight just then. But this is a guy that's got himself into a real bad situation. And I don't know if you just noticed then, but I think that giant, that guardian, just fell down the hole, which is amazing. I didn't know they could do that. He went to attack him because he was up there, and he fell down the hole. But you'll notice that I'm not the guy that rushes in and helps the NPCs beat you up. That's not how I play. I don't expect people to be the same as me. That's just me personally. I'm not too sure what this guy was planning. He runs away from where we are. Oh, you'll also notice I've got rid of the wolf ring and I've put giant's gauntlets on. That's because of the poise crush that I got against the dude who I sent the message to, who then immediately turned into a dickhead and got all confrontational, saying that I was bad, and that I was outplayed, and various different things. Even though I parried him, I backstabbed him, he ran away and healed. Yep, outplayed. So this is a guy with no poise, Darkwood Grain Ring in hand, and is it a Falchion he's using? Can't quite tell. We'll tell when he swings, because it's a very fancy... He's going for the backstab too, it's a Falchion. So the first mistake he's making with this weapon is he's not two-handing it. But then again, with zero poise... Oh, that was a mistake. And it was well punished. And here he comes, here he comes. Goes with the Falchion spam. Surprisingly dangerous, that weapon. I had a guy fight me the other day who used hidden weapon and a Falchion, and I couldn't even see it. It was crazy. It was a really, really, really good tactic. Like, he came up to me, and because the animation is different without the weapon, I didn't even realise he'd swung, and I was eating hits before I knew where I stood, and it was a really clever strategy. Unlike this guy, because no poise is insane. Only time no poise is a good idea is if you're good at toggling. And if you want to see someone good at toggling, a lot of Japanese players are fantastic at it. Spades is great at it. I watched him on Dreaded Cone's stream. I do not know how he's conditioned his body to toggle before he's even hit, but I need to start practicing that, and I need to get that into my repertoire because it's so effective. I've never seen out like that. It was amazing to watch, because I'm one of the people that I toggle after I've been hit about 5 times. I don't anticipate the hit and toggle anyway, which sounds so simple and so obvious, but I just don't do that, and I need to. So I'm probably going to play with the Darkwraiths in New Londo and try toggling out of their attacks. If you're wondering what this is, I have some random forest footage, which I'm not too sure when it was or where it's from, and it got caught in the folder drag that I did with this content. So there's going to be... I don't think there's many, because I deleted most of them because they were boring, but that was an interesting quick gank disposal, or 2v2. And this is another invasion in the Royal Woods. This is Mr. Havel. Havel says hi. There's his giant shield, there's his giant axe, there's his full suit of body armour. I just did 1 damage on his shield, he's got to be feeling quite confident. Go for the setup parry and miss it thanks to the fact he didn't swing. So we don't have a spammer yet, but you'd be surprised as soon as... Oh, hang on. What we do have is a guy who's not killed his NPCs. But I'm going to let him fight him, because it's my choice to do that. And he doesn't know that, so he's going to get real paranoid right now. This is going to be tense moments for him. Which is a shame, because the biggest problem with Dark Souls as a community is the amount of people who just play it like a Call of Duty, where you just go in there to mop up and crush and destroy, so that when somebody does come along who's not interested in, you know, running up to you with a buffed weapon and spamming you down in 2 hits and then taunting as if they did something really, really impressive, they don't realise and they panic. And this guy's running all the way back to the spawn because of the giant, because he doesn't want to risk fighting me and the big dude. So I do a little bit of pantomime there to show him that I'm not all that interested in ganking him with the enemies, and then we continue. And in I go with the running attack. He goes for a quick swing, and although it looks like he's not going to hit you with those swings, as you just saw, that weapon can be surprisingly successful, and I'll get poise crushed there, so I toggle out. Pop a grass. He does a jumping attack, which is bold, and I love him for doing it, but it's really silly. And that right there, this guy's got quite a lot of life, so I need to be careful here, because he's armoured, I'm not doing massive damage, he's got a lot of life, and his weapon will crush me if I let it. So, go for a cheeky poke. Oh, I'm going to die. No, toggle out. He's getting confident though, you'll notice. He's getting clean hits, he's getting confident. He's just pulled out a staff. I'm going to heal. Interesting. Well, just goes to show the mood I was in at the time. But he's firing more spells. See how this works. Went for the initial parry. Get the setup parry. He's coming close to being dead. He's not too high at this moment in time. Do I get him with a wake up wog? I do. Try the quick poke. Get a quick 1 damage. Gotta love that 1 damage. And then throw the Lloyds at him because he's already showed me that he likes his flask, and I'm trying to bait him into trying to heal, you'll notice. I get a bit of distance. There it is. There is false heal. There's the poke. He tried to heal twice. Wow. And then I'm just going to keep poking him. Pokey pokey. Didn't really need to heal, but there you go. Still counts. And Jesus, there's some souls for you. 535,000 souls. That is quite a lot. But another invasion. Another encounter with a guy who's got a lot of NPCs to fight. Which, that's one of the things about this wood. It is densely packed with enemies. And if you run through it, you're going to pull so much trouble. You're going to be in a shitstorm before you know where you stand. This guy, luckily enough, has killed them. He bows to show respect. Not entirely sure if it's to start the fight, it's to say thank you for not ganking him with the enemies. That will be forever a mystery. What is fact, however, is he's using Sunlight Blade on a Great Axe. This weapon is already very dangerous because it's a poise crusher. It's also very dangerous when it's buffed. And you'll notice this guy doesn't have any poise, which is insane if he's going to swing such a slow weapon. But then again, wow, how am I even alive? Shit. This suddenly got a little bit more interesting. So here comes the Wog to try and even the score a little bit. He's got no poise, so it knocked him down. I've got my rapier on because I need to hit him with a critical. There's enemies coming at this moment in time. He needs to be real careful here because he's just attracted a whole bunch of bad guys. Which is a shame because he had the advantage there. He was winning that fight. And he's going to lose his buff fighting these idiots. There goes the flask. You knew it was coming. He doesn't want to die. It's understandable. So it looks like we're going to heal and reset and see how the fight goes then. Which I don't mind doing. Only times I dislike healing personally is when it's ridiculous. When it's somebody that just doesn't want to lose, so they're just, every opportunity they get, they're trying to heal. And I don't understand that. Because it's unnecessary. But there he goes. There's the apology through a gesture, I assume. There's the grass, there's the heal. And he's got a second buff. Check this guy out. So the advantage was in my court, because the buff ran out. But the knowledge of him having a second one tells me that it is less so in my favour. I have the poise advantage here. I have the speed. He's got a lot of different things. He's rocking some interesting miracles. Ooh, went for the predicted parry. Paid for it with a whole lot of stun lock. Gave him a cheeky poke. Wow, that should have been a backstab if ever I saw one. There's another cheeky poke. He's getting real swingy with this hammer. Oh, this axe, sorry. I should really try the setup parry. It will work. I go for the backstab instead. Get a nice 487 damage. Do the jump attack on the wake up and almost land it. 37 damage must mean he blocked it. But it was fun to see, at least. Again, another backstab. Is that it? That is it. Thank you for watching, guys. You take care now.